Welcome to Happy Hour at the Wicker Bar. You know me, I'm the host of this video, Lord Zippy Blaine, the Duke of the goddamn motherfucking Delridge. Look at this! Look at this cat. She came to. Okay. There you go.
Murder mittens.
So, welcome to Happy Hour at the Wicker Bar. You know me, I'm the host of this video, Lord Zippy Blaine, the Duke of the goddamn motherfucking Delridge. We have a very, very special cocktail for you this afternoon. This cocktail was recommended by the fine people over at Dagon's Deep Den. It is a tiki bar across the lake here, up here in the Pacific Northwest. That would be Lake Washington. And I did a little bit of research on the Knickerbocker cocktail. We'll get into that later. But if you haven't had a chance, I've just about picked the second winner for this stack of cocktail books that will be mailed to you. And I'm not joking around. I'm not bullshitting anybody. I will put these in a package and I'll mail these to your house. If you message me, I have a pretty good idea of who's going to win this stack of cocktail books. But there's still time. Message me. Sorry, I was supposed to get a little QR code, but here you go. Message me. You can figure it out. It doesn't take that much. Y'all are competent on your telephones or on the computer. The Knickerbocker Cocktail. Savoy Cocktail Book, one of the Bibles of Prohibition era cocktails. So I was suggested the Knickerbocker, and our friends over there at Dagon's Deep Den, they had done it with 3 different types of gold rum, and I just picked these 3 by random. I thought, let me look up, see what the more traditional recipe for the Knickerbocker is. And in the Savoy book, they have 2. One of the Knickerbockers is a sweet vermouth, dry vermouth, and gin. But they have the Knickerbocker Special. And that's where you're going to get into your raspberry syrup, lemon juice, orange juice, a chunk of pineapple, rum, and a little curacao. So we're doing something that's a little bit more akin to the Knickerbocker Special. I have a feeling that my camera woman's not paying attention here, and I am the star of the show. I am the main character for the next 8 or 9 minutes here. So we're doing a variation of the Knickerbocker Special Cocktail here. We don't have any raspberry syrup, but we are going to use a little of this Skip Rock Distillers raspberry liqueur, and then for a little extra raspberry punch, I'm going to stick in a little teaspoon or so of this raspberry jam. We do have some raspberries up in the refrigerator. I would have muddled some raspberries in the shaker, but I decided not to do that because that is my prerogative as the star of the show, the main character. So, shall we do this? Now, remember, I'm making, and we are serving this in these delightful Libby Mediterranean, aka the Atomic Fish, vintage glassware, vintage, old. These, I'm not even sure if these were even made for drinks. They might have been made for like a little parfait or something. This particular line of glassware, they've got all kinds of stuff going on. Remember, cocktail for 2 people. So we have our Appleton rum that we're going to use, our Florida Cana. This is the 4-year, and a little of the Havana Club rum from Puerto Rico. We're going to use the Pierre Ferrand dry curacao just because we're feeling extra fancy. We will see how this, and a little bit of lime juice. We will see how this is going to turn out. Remember, cocktail for 2 people. A lot of bottles here, a lot of bottles. Hopefully I don't have a mishap. It's been a while. It's almost time for me to have a mishap, but let's not say that. So, we're done for the 2 cocktails. We need 5 ounces of our gold rum. Let's just go. I'm gonna go 2. I'm gonna go 2 of our Florida Cana. Nope. we're going to go 2 ounces of our Appleton Signature Single Estate Jamaican Rum. Delicious. I'm going to go 2. And then we'll finish our trip down rum, the rum road. We're just going to do 1 ounce of our Havana Club from Puerto Rico. This one. Yes. We're going to do 1 ounce of our curacao. Now, mind you, if you're trying to be a stickler for details, this is a variation on the Knickerbocker. All right, so this is what I've got going on here. So I don't want anybody complaining, or as they say in the trades, pissing and moaning. Then we're going to go 1 ounce of our Skip Rock raspberry liqueur. And I did make this cocktail the other night just as a little tester. And if you didn't have the Skip Rock, the chambord, which I think we used in our Bramble because we were out of a blackberry liqueur, you could do that as well. And what I did the other night, I gave it a little squeeze of simple syrup, just kind of sweeten it up. But here we're just going to get into a little bit of this delicious raspberry jam here. Who doesn't like raspberry jam? Oh, did you want a little spoonful? And then we've got 1 ounce. Oh, she thought I was going to forget, 1 ounce of our lime juice. Get that raspberry jam all beaten up into there. All right. That deliciousness. Bring this over here to camera. Look at that. So delicious. Delicious. A little less. I think we had a little bit more sweetness in there the other night when I did a little squirt of the simple syrup. But that is a delicious, solid cocktail. I'm gonna just. Rail's not a big fan of a lot of ice in hers, but I'm gonna go ahead. It's a pretty hot afternoon up here in Seattle. We're having what they're calling a heat wave. Like it never gets hot in the first or second week of August here in the Great Pacific Northwest. Pretty standard. So don't forget, send me a message. You want these books? Now I have one very, very pleased person that lives over there in North Carolina. She was very, very happy to get those books. She thought I was bullshitting her. They came in the mail. She said, "Oh my God, this guy's fucking for real. This is the real deal. This is the real deal here at the Wicker Bar. This isn't a scam. I don't need your banking information, your DNA, social security number, or your driver's license. Okay, this is real. Send me a message, something about cocktails, something informative. Ask me a question. You're beating out somebody else. And I don't want it to look like I'm favoring the ladies here, but the other person that is in line to get these is of the female persuasion. Instagram at Lord Zippy Blaine. Instagram at _. Wicker_bar. Facebook, The Wicker Bar, or Lord Zippy Blaine, the Duke of the Delridge. Send me a message. Next week, I'm going to announce the winner. I'm going to send this out by USPS media mail, because it's kind of a heavy package. If I try to send that to priority or something fancy, it's going to cost me too much money. Going to break the bank, as it were. Once again, this was a variation of the Knickerbocker Cocktail, or the Knickerbocker Special, if we were quoting out of the Savoy Cocktail Book, recommended by the fine folks over there at Dagon's Deep Den, across the water, across the bridge, far, far away, far, far away. Beautiful, beautiful people over there. Delicious cocktail. Thank you very much. Remember, we are drinking for peace here at the Wicker Bar. If you haven't had a chance, like, subscribe, share this channel with your friends. I know they'll find it very informative, thought-provoking, stimulating, and it'll make you salivate. Okay, peace out from the Wicker Bar.